it's Kirby
and Dana
from KJF-TravelAdventures. We're on day 7 of our 7-day Christmas cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. It's our last sea day, and I think we're heading back to Emeril's for breakfast. And it's still a little sleepy. We were up early this morning filming a ship tour. And then I think we're probably, I know you're shocked by this, going to be on Serenity. Let's go. Again. Dana got the shrimp and grits.
Again.
The beignets were delicious. Again. I got something different. I got the Bananas Foster's crepes, and they were delicious.
Probably really again.
Yeah. I think we're going to do some trivia, which we haven't done all cruise, and then we'll be in Serenity. Let's go. We're going to nap on Serenity, and now it's lunchtime, and we're heading to lunch at ChiBang. Your cruise has trivia called Explain a Movie Badly, do it. It's so fun. We got 16 out of 20. Somebody got 19 out of 20. So now we're just, as usual, on Serenity relaxing. So see what else we get up to. We just had a drink from the watering hole down on 8 Aft, which is a bar we just discovered today. So they were all pretty delicious. So we had lunch at ChiBang. So at lunch they have either like noodle bowls or stir fry for the Chinese menu.
Yes, and you can get the noodle bowls as noodles or like soup, like broth, like
a broth bowl,
not like ramen,
like ramen. Yep. And then the Mexican option was burrito bowls. And then we all had the Chinese version for lunch, but we all had churros for dessert, because obviously. And then we relaxed, and then we napped, and then we went to tea time, and then we've been relaxing and packing. We packed. It's the last day, and now we're heading to dinner.
Yep.
What did we decide?
Guy's Pig and Anchor.
Going back to Guy's Pig and Anchor again. So. All right, and then there's 3 shows or 2 shows and like a staff thing tonight all at Center Stage. Let's go. Last minute duck find, y'all. It's a little reindeer. We'll leave it for somebody else to find.
Throw my hands up and play my song. You know you're gonna be okay. Yeah, there's a party in the USA. Daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, and laughter in stride. The whisper of the trees, love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea.
There you go. I'm gonna need you pull over there and say, "Ooh, abacadabra."
Abracadabra.
Highway.
Dinner at Pig and Anchor was just as good. That's the first time. I got the Thunder Tots, which were loaded tater tots, just for fun.
Tachos.
Yeah, like tachos. But they were good. And then I had a couple bites of Dana's chicken sausage because that was the best bite from last time. She got 2 because they were that good. And then we watched the evening series of entertainment in Center Stage. It was like, I think the first thing was called We Are One, which is they bring out crew from all different countries. And then the Center Stage did a little show, which
It was supposed to represent lots of different countries.
which didn't involve acrobats and everything all over your face. So it
Far
yes,
less. Well, I don't know where to look.
yes,
Which is good.
yes. It was. I think the only one I just couldn't do was Love in Vegas. There was just too much going on. And then the playlist performers came out and did like a little seated set of love songs called All You Need Is Love.
Yeah, it's like a 15 minute set.
And then
That's
we,
nice.
yeah,
Like close harmonies. They're really very good.
yeah, they're very talented. And then we did, we used our gold VIFP free drinks at Fortune Teller and Brass Magnolia and listened to live music. And now it's bedtime because we have to get up early tomorrow to get off the ship. They're kicking us off, y'all. That is rude. Back to real life. So
They wouldn't if we continued to pay them.
that's true. So we'll see you in the morning. Night. Good morning. It's just after 7 a.m. and they've already called the first 2 muster stations for self-debark. So if you have all your luggage, so that's way more efficient than, was it Elation where we were sitting around forever and ever and ever.
We're
So
down to like almost 11.
yeah, I mean, so that's a good sign. So we're going to one last breakfast in the restaurant and then we're headed off the ship.
Something to keep in mind. If you have a cove balcony on the 5th floor on the port side, that is where they refuel. So when we came to the ship, our balcony was not accessible because they had opened everything up
till like
to access the things.
till like early afternoon.
And when we got here, I don't know when we got to port, but they started opening the doors around like 3:45 in the morning.
The note said 4 a.m. that they left us. They did leave us a note.
Yeah, they told us.
Yes.
So we anticipated it. And it's not like they were out there yelling at each other or anything, but it
It's
does
not
make
quiet.
noise. It's
They
not.
moved every deck chair.
So something
Yeah.
to keep in mind.
So let's go eat. final thoughts on the Mardi Gras. We were starting with the things that we
Didn't like.
Center stage.
Yeah, I didn't like
I don't
it.
know if that was the order, but center stage.
Even during the day when a show wasn't happening, sometimes they would have the screens up, which kind of, I feel like, defeats the purpose of the 3-level amazing window views.
Yeah, so the whole wall is ocean, like the ocean view of all these big, like, floor-to-ceiling windows that are 3 stories tall, except during the day they had activities in there during the day, so the screens were closed. Like the one day during the day we walked by that the screens were all the way up, you could look out and see the hull of the Holland America ship that was parked next to us in port.
It was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, so center stage, not our favorite thing. We've talked about the noise level.
Yeah, there are no quiet places. Even Serenity, which you feel like should be quiet,
Was not.
if you're that may depend on your crowd, but as soon as the bar opened, people were drunk and loud there, which
there was
we've
a
never
little cool
encountered before.
With a bar.
And even if you didn't have that crowd, there were places where, and not just on Serenity, but everywhere, the sound from multiple locations bled into each other. So like the volume was too loud, and then you would hear multiple songs happening at once.
2 different venues' music happening, like
which I'm sure doesn't bother everyone, but makes me nuts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. Again, with the volume, it was hard to participate in activities.
We did one set of trivia in Summer Landing, which is where that's all the way 8 aft. That's Summer Landing has the Guys Pig and Anchor bar, and that's where we had Pig and Anchor dinner. And then it also has the Heroes Tribute Lounge, which is also sort of their sports venue. So there were people watching sports, then there were people playing foosball, and then they were trying to do trivia on the speaker. Everything echoes. It wasn't just us. Like it was really hard to hear. So that was a bummer. And that was the only trivia we did. They had other trivia in like Limelight Lounge that maybe that would be better, because that would be the only thing. But Summer Landing was hard for trivia.
I thought the most congestion we had for a ship that holds 6,000 plus people
and 1,800 staff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only place where I felt really congested, I guess, is Deck 8, the piazza, where like the pizza places and the photo gallery and the sandwich place and the Bella bar.
It was kind of narrow.
It was just always difficult to just walk through there.
Yeah.
Also, the smoking section is on that level outside behind
one of the
the
smoking
bar,
sections.
behind the Bella bar, and it just didn't stay outside.
Yeah, they
The
tried.
smell.
They did put in double doors, so it was like a 2-door system trying to keep some of the smoke out, but it definitely always smelled like smoke there. Which was
So if
a
you were eating at the Italian restaurant and sitting
outside like we did,
you can smell the smoke,
yeah,
which is unpleasant.
That was
So we never actually tried to drink at that bar because it's just always smelly.
that bar does do espresso type drinks. If Java Blue has a really long line in the morning, they have fancy coffee there.
Yeah,
because it's like.
And we barely saw a line in the mornings there.
No. So
I think that's it for the bad stuff.
yeah. Overall, we had a really good time. It just good stuff. The Wi-Fi. I've been on a lot of cruises. I thought I was going to be behind on vlogging. I uploaded 4 videos to YouTube in the middle of the ocean on the ship. The Wi-Fi was fantastic. We had a cruise where the Wi-Fi was good except in the cabin, which is not helpful if you're using the Carnival Hub app to communicate, because you need the Wi-Fi to send messages. So, but this Wi-Fi was fantastic. I think you also had the app on there too. The Hub app is really helpful. It's well designed. You definitely download it. You can use the app on the Wi-Fi without having paid for a Wi-Fi package. And then they also have a $5 per person chat option, so that you can communicate with not only people in your party, but if you meet other people on the boat, you can like add them as friends on the chat option, so that you can communicate on the boat without having to pay for the more expensive internet. What else is on there?
We typically bring wine on the ship because the Carnival allows each adult to bring a bottle of wine, and in this way we are able to save a little money. There were so many new places to try. We almost neglected our wine.
Yeah.
So
we probably,
if we went on Mardi Gras again or Celebration
or Jubilee or one of this,
I don't think we would bring the wine.
There were so many options.
We wanted to try things.
And we're not drinkers, but like our we usually have like a drink a day and there were so many places to try on Mardi Gras that our a drink a day was a place on Mardi Gras versus our wine from the room. So that's true. We probably wouldn't need that for another cruise on like a mega ship like this.
My favorite place was Brass Magnolia.
Yeah, that was really nice.
There was some sound
bleeding issues.
But even if it was loud, it was just felt the most relaxed. I enjoyed the drinks there the most.
Yeah.
The Jazz Walkers.
The Jazz Walkers was their name. They were really nice.
They were really.
We listened to them a few times.
It was just sit there and chill, and it was really, really nice.
And I didn't find the volume when they were playing overwhelming. As opposed to other venues when like live things were happening, it was overwhelming. Their volume was nice.
But if you were sitting on the outskirts of that venue, then you could also hear what was happening at Fortune Teller,
which was also live music,
or what was also happening at Center Stage. And so, but if you pick a sweet spot, it was really nice. I think my most favorite thing about the whole cruise was our room.
Our room was really nice.
The cabin was really nice.
And spacious. And I know we didn't have a standard cabin. We did have a cove balcony. Generally, balconies are a little bit bigger than the standard rooms, but it was the only part of that room that felt small was where the toilet was.
Yeah.
The shower was probably the best cruise ship shower I've ever had.
100%.
But then the actual place where you like went, where the toilet was, where you like brushed your teeth was so small.
I needed like 3 more inches.
Yes. I bumped, like, it was not comfortable. That was the only part of the cabin that felt small. Like, I could have done with one less shelf.
The toilet paper was, like, behind me.
It was not, well, yeah, that's the only
part. That's the only part of the whole room,
Yeah.
because, like, the storage was amazing. Even the storage in the bathroom was amazing. The layout of the room was very comfortable.
Yeah.
Our cove balcony.
Oh, I would totally recommend a cove balcony. I know for some people they wouldn't like it because it was so enclosed. If you were using your balcony as like a sun spot, that would not. I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't tan.
No, Dana burns when she thinks about.
So I just want to hear the ocean.
So, but it was all
It's
enclosed.
private.
You're so like nobody could see in, like, as opposed to the balconies.
All of the other balconies were really exposed to everyone.
The whole aft balconies, if you were on, was that 8 outside the pool on 8 aft. You could look up and see everyone in their balcony from 8 up to the top decks of balconies. Like, that was just not.
And if you're on the top, you just see a wave
of balconies
all
out down to the pool.
So there's no laying out in your skivvies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you had nightlight in the bathroom on that list too, which we discovered. So we always travel with these little like electric tea lights, little battery operated tea lights, because especially on an inside cabin, your cabin gets real dark. But then on like the last day or one of the last nights, we forgot to turn the little tea light on in the bathroom, and we discovered there's a little night light built in. The light up right above the sink doesn't turn all the way off. It's like very
like dim.
And I was like, that's really smart.
But if you're in a dark cabin and you want to pee in the middle of the night, you don't have to worry about busting your
or turning the light on, the really bright light.
Yeah. So that was really nice. Some other things that aren't neither positive nor negative, just good information. The summer landing space on deck 8, they have an espresso machine, so you could just make yourself a little espresso.
Yeah, so Guy's Pig and Anchor area has breakfast. It's the normal like Lido buffet breakfast, but then they had a coffee machine in the back that could do drip coffee, but also espresso. So we discovered that on like the last day.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That's worth knowing.
Bonus.
If you need to go to the medical center, you must wear a mask.
Right now.
That makes sense, but I just didn't think of it, so I thought it would be worth passing on. The youngest kids club is on deck 4, right by Family Harbor.
Also makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Great benefit
if you're staying in Family Harbor with your young children. If you need feminine hygiene products, They are available at the customer. No, what is it
Guest
called?
relations.
Guest relations desk. Tampons are 25 cents a piece.
And so I understand why they're there, because the stores are not open all the time. So if you need a tampon, you need a tampon at
3
2
a.m.
a.m. or whatever. So I get that they're at guest relations. Our issue was we asked the store that sells the sundries, and they were like, we don't have any. Here are some panty liners.
Just didn't
and
tell
just didn't
us any
tell
more
us that they were
information.
there at guest relations, which is next to the sundry shop. It's literally next door. So that was just a bummer, but that's good information.
That was annoying. But
Yeah.
so if you know for the future,
Yep. They're there.
they're there. And they're only 25 cents.
Yeah.
And they give it to you in a little discreet package.
If you need it to be discreet, yeah,
I
whatever.
don't care.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're talking about
Yes.
it publicly. But yes, if you are embarrassed about that sort of thing. So those are my notes.
We had a really good time.
We did.
It's a different experience than your tiny ships. It's a totally different kind of cruise.
It was our first mega ship, period,
yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's my favorite kind of experience. It was just like too much for me.
Yeah. And I think part of it being too much was we couldn't find quiet places other than our room. And the ship is so big that your room is not often close.
Although I really liked our room.
Our room was really
Our location
nice.
was good. Everything about our room was great.
Yes, we really liked our room. 5382. If you're looking for a cove balcony, close to the mid elevators, but not right next to it. So it was really nice. It was good. It was a good choice.
Even all of the cabins, they weren't. And sometimes in the layouts, there's like double doors, and so those rooms, like 2-3 rooms that are right
all
by the double
smushed next
doors,
to each other.
kind
There
of get
wasn't
all of that noise. None of that was like that. It was kind of like little
We almost
crooked
missed,
hallways,
we
which
missed the,
I think helps with sound.
into where the elevator banks were sometimes, because it was like a little hallway versus being like a big opening to the elevator bank. But I think that's a better design.
I think
for
it's better.
sound.
Yeah.
Also, look at this cool hat that Dana made me. Sorry, I got distracted.
I think that's it.
That's it. All
Excuse
right.
me.
Thank you if you've made it this far.
I just tapped the microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize in advance
Maybe
for
we'll
that.
have to cut that out. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you made it this far, please give us a like and follow us.
Yeah.
That helps us. And hit the notification bell if you want to see any future videos.
Yeah. All right. I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
Thanks for following along. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.